Okay, so I'm going to share something really cool with you guys today. Basically, food scraps. And what these food scraps are, exactly what I say, they are food scraps. So I juice a lot. A lot of this is pulp from juicing. This was, some broccoli that just was past its prime. Some wilted celery. I cut open this avocado and it was not ripe yet, so it's like a waste of an avocado. Things like that, and then basically just when I'm cooking, whatever I don't use, maybe some food goes bad, maybe it's past its prime, I'm unsure of it, maybe some cheese, some steak, whatever, some lamb or something like that. I'm not gonna feed them chicken, but yeah, anything that is past its prime, I'm unsure of, rather than risk it, I'll throw it in here. Even if I have like milk, I'll put it in a bowl, I'll put the milk in there, I'll throw some grain on it, and they'll eat the grain that absorbs the milk. I don't waste anything. So we try to reduce our waste almost to zero. In a week, we maybe have like a 5-gallon bucket full of trash. That's all we have. All the recyclables go in the recyclable bin, that gets recycled. All the food scraps, it goes in the chicken composter or the regular composter, and either the chickens eat it or the worms eat it. Chickens will turn it into eggs, worms will turn into worm castings, and they'll mix the compost for me, and then we use that to grow plants, and then the plants will eat the plants, and then whatever we don't eat from the plants, we throw it back in this, and the cycle continues. So, really cool way of reducing your waste. I mean, think about it. If you go to the store and you spend like $2.50, $2 on a bell pepper, and you don't eat the insides of the bell pepper, the seeds, all that, like the stem, compost it. Instead of throwing your money away, turn it into soil, turn it into food, eat it, and then continue the process. If you have chickens, feed it to your chickens. Put it in your soil of your plants. The worms will eat it, and then they'll give you better food. So we'll give you better soil, which will give you better food. So basically what I'm saying is this is just one of the ways I reduce, my waste. And I look at this as savings. Like, I'm basically saving my money. I spent money on this food, whether I bought it from the store or I grew it. I still spent money on it. So rather than throwing it away, I put it back in the production stream, and it gives me something. I don't want to throw away something I spent money on. Like, use every bit of what you have. Plus, you don't want to just throw this in the trash. It goes to the landfills. Yes, you're going to feed the seagulls and stuff like that, whatever. But, just use as much as you can. Use what you have wisely, and it'll give back to you over time. So that's just basically the gist of it. I'm going to show you how I dump this, and basically what it looks like. Cool, it's coming up. Alright, it's raining today, so I'm going to do this as quick as I can. As you see, they're already in the chicken coop. Let me knock this out before I get all wet. Hey chickies, what's up? You want some foodies? Here. And that's it. That's pretty much it. It's raining right now, so what I did is I just threw it directly into their chicken coop. They will dig through that, scrounge through it. See? They're already in there. You guys like it, chickies? See how they're digging through it already? They're interested. See? They're already eating it. So that's how you do it. Just collect what you have. That's about 5 pounds of food right there. So 5 pounds of food, that's less of this grain they're gonna eat. And worms will come up from the ground and try to eat that, and they'll eat the worms. So let me get out this rain. Ooh. So yeah, that's how you reduce. That's how you reduce some of your waste. So that would have went into the trash. Went off to a landfill. Some seagulls would have ate it. Great. You see the chicken on the left is eating some of the grain. It'll go. She's eating some of the grain. She'll go back and eat some of that compost or some of the food scraps. And they'll poop or whatever. You know, I can use the poop in my soil. You know, and that's great. But see how she's going back? She's interested. She's gonna go back and forth. Eat some more. And go back to her grain. So they're good. Since it's raining right now, they're in the chicken coop. Usually they're running around, and I'll put it in the chicken composter, but they're not going to leave the coop today because it's just too rainy. So I figured I'd put it in there. They're eating it. You know, I mean, if I called them out here, they'd probably come out, but I'm not going to. Ooh, super happy about the rain. Really cold out there, really wet. It's insane out there. Rain is just pouring down, but regardless, I had to go feed the chickens, so I figured I'd show you guys how I get down with my food scraps, how I feed my chickens, how I turn a waste product into free eggs, and free food for the, not just the chickens, but for the worms. Turn that into worm casting, which mixes with the soil. Basically turn the food scraps into compost. And then essentially stop throwing away your money that you're going to, you know, Whole Foods and Sprouts and, you know, Trader Joe's and wherever else you're going, you know, buying organic food or whatever the case may be. It's expensive. You're not using all of it. If it goes and rots, like a lot of people's food, it just rots in their fridge. A lot of my food, it rots in the fridge. A lot of what you saw thrown in there, it maybe wasn't rotten, but I wasn't going to eat it, you know? And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You see something in your fridge, and you know you should have ate it maybe the day before, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll eat it later. Once you get to that point, you're not going to eat it, and you know that. Because if you're not super excited about eating it, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if it's good, I don't know if I'm going to eat it, maybe not, and you start thinking about it, another day, 2, 3 days is going to go by, and you know you're going to have bad food in your fridge. If it's at the point to where you don't know, put it in the composter. Feed it to your chickens. And you will basically get something back for it. You're either going to get eggs, or you're going to get either chicken poop, which you can mix with your garden soil, or you're going to get basically worms to come to your soil, and they're going to do work in your garden. So one way or another, it's better than throwing it in the trash and just having it getting shipped to the landfill. You'll get something in return from it. So if you set up a system, it's not too expensive. You can do a composter out of scrap wood. You can literally just set it up on the ground and, you know, just turn it and make a big heap. You don't have to do it like I did it. There's a million different ways, maybe not a million. There's a lot of different ways to compost. You can do trench composting. There's just, you Google or YouTube how to compost or different composting methodologies, and there's a laundry list of ones that come up. The whole point is to utilize everything you have, waste not, want not, keep the cycle going, and minimize your output, your trash that you're throwing away every week. If you can get your waste reduction, if you can get your the reduction of your waste down, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to be better for the environment, and you'll probably get something out of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you got a lot out of it. Please share, like, subscribe, comment. You know, just follow me and check out my YouTube. Check out my, obviously you're on YouTube. Check out my Instagram, Facebook. We're rebuilding that right now. But YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, my website as well, tribeprojects.org. The links to the Facebook and the Instagram and the website are down there somewhere. Appreciate your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys have a great day. Stay dry.